So, before I give you my conspiracy, well, I don't want to call it my conspiracy theory, but it's out there. Okay. For Mario Brothers 3. Okay. But before I give this to you, you have to understand that, like, English language itself, okay, you have to, like, when you put it together with Spanish, it's backwards. When you put it together with Hebrew, it's even more backwards. Okay. I'll give you a couple examples. When you take the English language is so docile in nature, there's 2,500 plus languages in one. The second part about it being so docile is they have to add more than one word in the one word in order to give it sustenance. This is all the stuff inside of the introduction of the English language. About the Bible, the dictionary, all this information is out there. Okay. Another thing I want you to take into consideration with Mario 3. Okay. It has 8 levels on purpose. 8 worlds. But 8 levels nonetheless. Okay. A few examples to prove this theory. Y'all androids. Backwards is DIOR-DNA. You break it in half, you have Dior and DNA. Dior means golden. If we know anything about computers and the gold, silver laced out in the motherboard, it's not a surprise. Another thing is grants. You got G and rant. G is for, like, the creator, right? But then you got rant, which basically is the same thing as a trans. And that's what grants are. They're given to us by the creator through trances. Okay. Another one is horoscope. You break it in half. You got horror and scope. It's basically helping you look forward to anything that can harm you. Either necromancy, death. Okay. There's so many examples. You got Iran. People know this. Alright, they're known for their bridge noses. Iran backwards is na'i. In Spanish, it means nose. Now, let's get to Mario Brothers 3. There is a reason why that place only has one castle. Okay. There's one reason only. You got, like, what, one house, one castle. Okay. What you have to understand is already Mario name is Mario. His brother name is Luigi Mario. Okay. Mario backwards is Oi Ram. And Oi means whoa. So whoa ram, whoa ram. Okay. And the other thing you have to understand is, you see, like, the first world is like what you would consider pre-flood. That's why you see in the second world is a desert. Okay. And you see the pyramids. You see the flutes. Right? The book of Enoch, fallen angels descended down. Okay. Mario descends down. Okay. Into the tunnels and tubes. Alright. World 3 is the flood. That's why it's the waterboard. Okay. I want to say world 4 or 5 is the giant world. Or the Nephilim world. Okay. And then Koopa name is Apuk. Backwards. Okay. So you could say like a spook, or like if you could break it down in half, it's Apu or O and okay. Which is basically telling you that Koopa is basically like the equivalent of Judas in the book of Thomas, where they refer to him as a 13th day moon. Okay. Another reference to Koopa could be Typhon. Okay, because he fought Zeus and won. And he was like a dragon who can shapeshift into a human. They called it a royal form. And he had horns. Alright. Just like Moses and Zulkarnain. Okay. And Enkidu, not Gilgamesh, but his boy. Horns. They're called bi-horns. Okay. Because Zeus has a trident, which is a spear. Poseidon or Dogon, or like I'll say about the English language, you take Bible backwards, you got El Bib, you got El, which is in Hebrew means God, and Bib, if you Google it in Hebrew, it's going to give you a bunch of, but there's white fish in there. You Google whitefish God, you'll get Dogon. Go to the images, enjoy. Okay. You got bi-horns. Poseidon got a trident. And Hades has a bident. Okay. So that's what, like, if I had 3 horns, I would have a tri-horn. Anyways, there's a bunch of conspiracy theories out there that, like, a lot of video games, cartoons, I feel like the reason why they told you witchcraft is evil so that you couldn't see these things. You'd never notice it. Because now you see it in witchcraft, you'll be like, oh, witchcraft took this from Mario. And just to keep going, right? Luigi, backwards is igloo, right? I know it's spelled a particular way, but nonetheless, it's one of the reasons why they focused him so much on the cold, the spirit realm. Okay, his fire is blue or green, or, but yeah, his fire is different, but his brother's is red. And his, I want to say, is blue. And his is different. Okay. And that's why you got, like, him attached to, like, Luigi's haunted house and Luigi's mansion with all the ghosts and poltergeists and what have you. I.e. Ghostbusters, because they had to use the same liquid that was the same color as Luigi's fireball. Playing with you when you fit. And listen, for conspiracy theories only, you understand? Because you know how this thing is, like, for entertainment purposes, so is this stick, so is my life, alright? That being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and, you know, happy knowledge.